Ladies and gentlemen, Bungle. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a great day. Boy, it's been a long time since I did one of these. Today we are talking about Enlisted, the World War II free-to-play first-person shooter, and today we are talking about a premium bundle, the Battle of Tunisia, or Tunisia as I like to be corrected, Motorcyclists Bundle, which is going to cost you roughly $49.99 United States dollars, and you can convert the currency based on the country that you are from. Now, moving on, kind of like this video, these presentations that I do, whiteboard presentations I do on Enlisted premium reviews, which you can go and check out the playlist as well as hit the thumbnails that I have up for my other reviews I've done, is that I kind of go and give you an overview of the premium vehicle, premium squad, kind of telling you what you're going to expect with it. Moving on, I talk about the performance, right? You know, kind of how does the squad play, what's its quirks, everything like that. And lastly, I tell you, is it worth it? And no, I am not a partner with Enlisted. I've been rejected numerous times from the application progress. So you're basically gonna get a bottom line up front from me, an unbiased perspective kind of on is it really worth spending your money on this squad. Now, kind of going in with an overview. So this is a rider class. This is kind of a new kind of squad mechanic in Enlisted where it counts as a vehicle, but also as an infantry class. So therefore, it doesn't really hurt you with taking vehicles out into combat. So just keep that in mind. Now, also with this rider class, kind of how it works, it's basically, in my opinion, mechanized infantry. You basically have the capabilities of traversing the battlefield very quickly, getting into good spots, getting into combat really quickly instead of just spotting far away and running to the battlefield. So there's kind of that flexibility that you can kind of bounce around on the map and engage your opponents very effectively. Now, what's with this bundle? So basically this is for the Allies and for the Axis, right? So we have the Italian or the German version motorcycle squad, and we have the Allied motorcycle squad. Basically, how the squad plays, you get three members you can take out into combat. Two are kind of like an assault class, but you can also carry another weapon with it. So in addition to carrying the primary that you get with it, which we'll talk about the performance down below with the weapons and everything like that, you can carry another weapon with it. So we can carry another submachine gun or a bolt action rifle or a rifle in addition to that primary weapon. So in case you run out of ammo, you can switch to a quick fly, or if you're using your submachine gun that you primarily get, you can switch to a longer range rifle if you're kind of in long range engagements. Also, you get an engineer. And that's kind of like the big thing in these classes is the engineer, just because the engineer can build spawn points, anti-tank guns, anti-aircraft. Like this is like a level 2 engineer, which basically builds a lot of good equipment. And having that capability of driving around the battlefield and building spawn points, you can really rack up a lot of XP, a lot of being top of your team for being an engineer, just because of that spawn point. So that's very, very, very helpful. Now moving on with the performance. So, unlike other premium squads in Enlisted, where Enlisted tries to have premium squads have unique weapons or stuff like that are only exclusive to that squad, here in this case, I don't know if they got lazy, but they give you the M1A1 Thompson and the MP40, and these are 2-star weapons. And I know I went back and forth with one of my viewers about kind of why they did this, and personally, I think it's just kind of like just being lazy, but it's also a 2-star because these weapons, especially the M1A1 Thompson, is actually the top tier weapon that you get from the Invasion of Normandy campaign. So if you go and start grinding that out at, I think, level 29 or whatever, you get the M1A1 Thompson. So here, basically, you're getting this right away out of the gate. And the Thompson is actually very, very effective in the Battle of Tunisia campaign. The MP40 is also a great weapon. These are 2 great submachine guns, just great platforms. They play very well. The 2-star, you know, people can say things about, well, you upgrade your weapon and does this and this better. But at the end of the day, like, I run around multiple times with 1-star weapons, 2-star weapons in my squads, regardless of if it's an MP40 or not. And I still manage to do well. So I think it's player preference. You know, if you're decent at the game, this isn't really going to be that much of an issue in my opinion. I don't really see a difference. I've been playing this game for a long time. So don't let that 2-star be like, oh, it's terrible. No, these weapons perform great. Definitely recommend picking these things up. Now, lastly, is it worth it? All right, this is janky. This is a very, very janky class to play just because, one, you're getting 3 squads, right? three members in your squad. So if you're driving around on the motorcycle, you have a higher chance, if you're not paying attention, to get your entire squad killed by either a sniper that snipes the driver, then you're just a sitting duck and you're trying to get out with the animations and everything, you end up losing like your entire squad, or an enemy tank sees you and machine guns you to death. Like, you have to be careful when you're driving the motorcycle, and the motorcycle does get stuck on a lot of obstacles and everything like that. It kind of flips over sometimes. It's just very janky to play. So keep that in mind when you're playing this class. Just be aware when you're driving the motorcycle. Don't like alt tab out and watch a video on YouTube or something while you're driving around. Like, you have to pay attention. This is driver's ed 101 here. And my recommendation with the machine gun that you do get a machine gun on it, and it's like, I think, a brain gun or something for the Allies, and the Germans get an MG34. Don't use that reliably. Like, do not use that as your primary way of engaging or getting XP. It's really the Thompson and MP40 and the flexibility driving around and getting around on the battlefield that's going to help you get XP, help you grind through the campaign levels, help you do well. Because the machine gun's just kind of there like as a cool novelty feature, in my opinion. It's really not that worth it. Other than that, if you reach this point in the video, if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, I hope today is the day that I earn your subscription. Having you subscribe, comment down below really does help me with the YouTube algorithm and with my channel. Other than that, if you're a returning viewer, returning sub, hashtag Bungle Smelly Socks. You may be wondering, Bungle, what's the deal with your content coming out slower and stuff like that, and less whiteboard videos? Well, I've been working, I think, 32+ hour shifts in the past 3 weeks. Sometime during each week, I've been working like 32+ hours. So I kind of just throws my sleep schedule and everything off all over the place. So for me, when I want to make videos on my channel, it's kind of having that internal motivation to do it. And honestly, I don't want to throw crap up on my channel just for the sake of putting videos out there, right? I'd rather have good quality content instead of just shotgunning stuff and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to upload a random video of me running around the battlefield killing stuff. Because very easy to do, but for me, I like to kind of just refine my work, and that's kind of the way I'm doing it. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for sticking around, and I hope you all take care.